Now, I would like to talk about the heart structure and compare it among amphibian, reptile, and avian species. First, I will explain the heart structure. Introduction to heart structure. In our body, the heart is a vital organ that plays a significant role in our life. This organ is the main pump of the circulatory system and has a close and essential relationship with the respiratory system. First, we will talk about the heart's role in the circulatory system. All organisms must exchange material such as oxygen, nutrients, and waste with the environment. This process happens by the function across the body surface. However, to conduct this process efficiently, a circulatory system is required for transport. The structure of the heart is designed to ensure efficient circulation of blood throughout the body. For the respiratory system, the heart works together with the lungs by pumping blood between the lungs and the rest of the body. Without the respiratory system, the blood will not receive oxygen, and without the heart, oxygen could not be transported efficiently. Thus, both systems are interdependent and must work together. Due to different respiratory and circulatory needs, amphibian, reptiles, and avian species have different heart structure. Therefore, although the heart structure in each species is different, the main purpose remains the same, which is to transport important materials to the entire body. As a result, variation in respiratory efficiency among organisms have led to differences in heart structure. This structural adaptation can be clearly observed in amphibians, reptiles, and avian species, each showing a unique heart structure suited to their lifestyle and metabolic demands. The avian is also refers to birds. We choose eagle as our subject. Birds have very high energy needs, especially species that fly. To support this active lifestyle, birds have a highly efficient heart that separates oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood completely. This helps deliver oxygen quickly throughout the body, allowing birds to stay active and energetic. The reptile. We choose crocodile as our subject. Crocodiles are often seen as a link between reptiles and birds. Although they are reptiles, their body system, especially the heart, are more advanced than most reptiles. This allows them to manage blood flow efficiently, whether they are resting in water or actively moving on land. The amphibian. We have choose frog as our subject. Frogs represent the shift from life in water to life on land. They can live in both environments, which makes them a good example for studying how the body adapts during this transition. Their heart structure reflects this dual lifestyle, supporting breathing through both lungs and skin.
In this part, I will explain how the circulation or mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood affects reptiles and how this compares with frogs, crocodiles, and birds. All amphibian, reptiles, and birds have double circulation. This means blood passes through the heart twice in one complete cycle. One loop is pulmonary circulation, which sends blood to the lungs, and the other is systemic circulation, which sends blood to the rest of the body. However, the efficiency of the system is different in each group. For the heart has three chambers. 2 atrial and 1 vertical. Oxygenated blood from the lung and deoxygenated blood from the body both enter the same vertical. Because of this, the blood mixes. As a result, the blood pumped to the body is not fully oxygenated but has a medium oxygen level, often described as purple blood. This mixing reduces the efficiency of oxygen delivery to the body tissues. However, frogs are ecothermic and have lower energy demands, so the system is sufficient for their lifestyles. Crocodiles have 4-chamber heart similar to birds. Normally, oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are fully separated. However, crocodiles can intentionally beat blood to a process called shunting. The shunting occurs mainly when crocodiles are diving or staying underwater. But by mixing blood, less oxygen is sent to the lungs and more is directed to vital organs. This helps conserve oxygen and energy. Therefore, this mixing is an adaptation, not a weakness. A 4-chamber heart with complete separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. There is no mixing at all. The left ventricle pumps fully oxygenated blood directly to the body. This high efficiency is necessary because birds have a very high metabolic rate. Flight requires a continuous and large supply of oxygen, so complete separation of blood is essential. In summary, flight experience unavoidable blood mixing. Crocodile can mix blood as a constant adaptation, and birds have complete separation for maximum efficiency. Overall, the degree of blood separation directly affects oxygen delivery and energy efficiency. Its circulatory system is adapted to the lifestyle and energy demands of the animal.
How does heart structure differ among amphibians, reptiles, and birds? It isn't just about the size of the heart, it is about the internal walls or septum evolved to make circulation more efficient as animals move from water to land. Let's start our comparison with the amphibian, using the frog as our example. As you can see on the slide, the frog has a 3-chambered heart. It has 2 atria at the top, but the crucial part is at the bottom. It has only 1 single ventricle. The key feature here is that there is no ventricular septum or divider, because there is no wall separating the bottom chamber. The oxygen-rich blood and the oxygen-poor blood mix together. The result, as listed here, is that the blood pumped out to the body is a mix of both. Next, we move on to the reptile, represented here by the crocodile. As you can see from the title, this is known as an incomplete 4-chambered system. Unlike the amphibian we just saw, the crocodile's heart is more complex. While it has 2 atria, the separation in the ventricle is unique. It has special adaptation, often called the foramen of Panizza. This allows the crocodile to intentionally shunt blood and bypass the lungs while it diving underwater. So, while it can separate blood like a mammal, it chooses to mix it to save energy when holding its breath. Moving on to the avian heart, or the bird, as you can see in the diagram, this is a complete 4-chambered system. Unlike the previous animal, we look at birds. Birds have 2 atria and 2 distinct ventricles. The key feature here is that they complete septum. This wall is crucial because it ensures there is absolutely no mixing of blood. Oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood stay completely separated. This structure creates a dual pump system. The right side acts as a low-pressure pump to send blood just to the lungs, and the left side acts as a high-pressure pump to send blood to the rest of the body. This efficiency is exactly why birds, like this penguin here, can maintain high energy levels in extreme environment.
First thing first, we need to understand the difference between warm-blooded and also cold-blooded animals. Birds are warm-blooded, meaning they make their own body heat. To keep their body temperature stable, their cells are constantly burning glucose for energy, and to do that, they need a lot of oxygen all the time. But for animals like frogs and crocodiles, they are both cold-blooded, so they depend on the sun to warm up their bodies. Because of that, their metabolism is much lower, so they don't need oxygen to be pumped around their body as fast or as efficiently as the warm-blooded animals. And now, let's talk about flying. Flying is actually super expensive in terms of energy. Birds use their flight muscles non-stop, and those muscles need oxygen very quickly. A 3-chamber heart isn't efficient enough, because some of oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood still mix, so the oxygen delivery becomes so slow. and that's why birds have four-chamber heart. It completely separates oxygenated and deoxygenated blood and pumps oxygen-rich blood at a high pressure straight to the muscles. This makes sure that the muscles get enough oxygen to keep flying and to maintain body heat. So basically, the four-chamber heart works like a powerful engine. Without it, birds wouldn't be able to fly or stay warm efficiently.
Now, let's move on to the evolutionary advantages of animals with a four-chambered heart. Firstly, a four-chambered heart allows a complete separation between oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. This separation creates different blood pressure. Low pressure is sent to the lungs to prevent damage, while high pressure is sent to the rest of the body. As a result, oxygen can reach the brain and muscle much faster. Secondly, animals with a four-chambered heart have greater endurance. Because oxygen delivery is more efficient, these animals can run or fly for long periods without getting tired easily. In contrast, animals with three-chambered hearts can only perform short bursts of activity and fatigue quickly due to lactic acid buildup. Lastly, a four-chambered heart allows animals to be independent of environmental temperature. This means birds and mammals can stay active at night in cold environments, unlike reptiles which become sluggish in low temperature. In conclusion, having a four-chambered heart gives animals higher endurance, better oxygen delivery, and the ability to survive in a wide range of environments.